This 3-Minute Egg is made possible from a generous grant by Ramon, the Minnesota Jewish Arts Council. Matthew Levitt has drawn inspiration from a prayer book, the Siddur, along with texts from the prophets and the Psalms to come up with arrangements and melodies for his first CD of Jewish music. It's called Ahava Raba. We are at the CD release show at the Acadia, and let's talk with Matthew and listen to some of his Middle Eastern-inflected folk music on this 3-Minute Egg.
I didn't come up from a particularly religiously observant family, but enough. We celebrated the holidays, and we kind of raised with at least a strong identity. I think it came a little later. I had been playing in band, regionally touring bands, and made a few different, played with the reggae group, played with the rock group, toured around, and kind of found myself playing in a roots group where other people were exploring their roots through the music, and I kind of got re-engaged in exploring Jewish music through that, and really kind of then starting to dig into some of the different traditions, Eastern European traditions, kind of Middle Eastern Sephardic music traditions. There's a rich Jewish tradition of just writing wordless melodies. They're called nigunim, very popular with the Hasidic Jewish tradition. And so I would both be writing these melodies that I wouldn't have set to anything, and then I'd be studying text, and when something, I'd have the right synergy of a text and a melody, it would really come out. Some of the best stuff is the stuff that it just kind of happened to be working on a melody and studying a text at the same time, and it would just work. I understand quite a bit of Hebrew. I wouldn't consider myself fluent, but just getting the accents on the right syllables, getting the right pronunciations, so I don't completely embarrass myself. But
how did you work at it?
There's a lot of practice, a lot of singing it, having my wife who's much more fluent than I critique that a little bit.
Did you bring a rabbi in to bless it?
I did not. Several rabbis have heard the recording and told me they liked it.